I don't really like the way Disney does things with properties. And it's worrying that they're acquiring so much.
Right.
Yeah.
That they have so much control over things because, a Disney movie is streamlined and it's nice, but you don't get the weird shit from Disney.
Right.
You
But
don't
that's
have
what I'm saying.
fun
Like,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like, when I heard about that supposed rumor or bullshit, whatever it was, like, I wasn't like immediately, oh, that's bullshit. That's never going to happen. Because there is a very likely chance it very much might happen.
Yeah.
And if it does happen, then it's going to be really bad for anime. Like, anime is going to get fucking boring when that happens.
I mean, what I was saying now is that, so, like, we can basically break down, like, the main players to be Crunchyroll, Funimation, Netflix, like, Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Netflix. And, you know, there's, Sentai Filmworks doing their own thing.
Yeah.
But I will say that putting those two together, like, they do have very different brands. Like, there's, sometimes you watch an anime and you're like, this feels like a Netflix show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Beastars felt like it belonged to Netflix.
Yeah.
Devilman Crybaby felt like it belonged to Netflix. What I would say when it was like Crunchyroll versus Funimation is that they have like exact same branding.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, Kaguya-sama's on Crunchyroll, then on Funimation, like what, like season 2's on Funimation, like because like they were both trying to acquire the same shows.
It's the same type of consumers, I feel, that use both Funimation and Crunchyroll. And, not to say that Crunchyroll users don't use Netflix and vice versa, but I feel that, like, as you said, there's like a certain, I don't know what the right word for it is, edginess when it comes to shows on Netflix.
I don't know.
I don't know what the right word for it is.
Netflix is that cooler older brother who comes in and is like, "Hey, you ever played a Game Boy?"
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's like that. You know what I mean? Like that vibe.
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we've obviously done work with Netflix, so we're, but this is totally like separated from that. But I mean, that service is the best, man. Like, I mean, obviously the Netflix jail stuff fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And sometimes, at least in Japan, the subtitle differences, again, as we obviously know.
Right.
Yeah.
That sucks. But, I mean, you use that player and it's like, you can't beat that shit.
No.
You can download it. And now you can do audio only on the mobile, which I love. Because you used to have to keep, when I used to listen to stuff on Netflix, I used to have to keep my phone open in my pocket, like the screen going.
Yeah.
But now you can just do audio only. And it's like, oh my God, it's like they know what I fucking want before I do it.
Okay, but the question is then, what would you watch? What kind of content would work for audio only stuff, like documentaries?
It's not about that. It's just like sometimes, right? I'm in a situation where
I couldn't do that for anime, honestly.
No, I'm in a situation where I can't look at my screen for like just 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But because I'm like, maybe I'm getting off the train, maybe I'm walking around real quick. I just want to lock my phone, but I want to keep listening. It's got my headphones on. Like,
I get you. So
it's just quick little moments where you just want to turn it off, but you don't want like content to just stop.
Right.
Honestly, the big thing for me for Netflix is the skip opening button.
Skip opening.
Yeah.
They've also just added the 2x speed, 1.5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so now you can, if you want to be a bastard and watch anime 2x speed.
I know it's a fucking cardinal sin to say you can skip anime openings, but that's made it so much more easier to watch some of the anime. Because let's be honest.
But they do it automatically for endings.
Yeah.
You can physically tell them, no, don't.
Yeah.
Because every time The Great Pretender ended, I'm like, no, let me listen.
Yeah.
I love this song. I fucking love this.
No. Sometimes you do watch the ending, and sometimes you do listen to the opening.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, most of the time you want to skip the opening. You watch the opening once, and it's another generic J-pop opening.
Especially if you're like binging.
Yeah.
It's the binge.
Yeah.
And I love binging anime. Like I don't watch anime weekly, so for me, like unless it's a fucking banger of an opening, which is there's always 1 or 2 shows every season, but it's not every fucking.
For me,
show.
like Beastars was one. Like I always fucking listen to the Beastars opening.
Fucking amazing opening. Mob Psycho.
I'm just like, no, don't skip it. Just leave it. Just leave it, Netflix. Come on.
Just let it play.
Yeah, come on. I want to watch this. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, like you said, like the Great Pretender ending, which is like, you've always got time for Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, you've always got time.
Never skip Freddie Mercury.
What time is it? I've got time, regardless. You know what I mean? And you can download episodes. I know you can do that on Crunchyroll now, I think. If you pay extra.
You can pay extra to download on Crunchyroll. I have never tried it, so I don't know how good the service is. Because I know you could do it on Funimation, but it didn't work that good.
I mean, that was like always the biggest complaint with Funimation, right? Is that the website was garbage.
Yeah.
As far as I didn't know. I can't use it. Don't live in the US.
Yeah. What do you think the plan is with Sony? Like, why do you think they decided?
That's a good question. I have no fucking idea.
That's what I've always wanted to know. Again, right? It's like, what is it about Crunchyroll and Funimation that Sony was like?
I mean, Sony.
We'll drop $1 billion on this.
Sony has a movie division. That's pretty. I think a big branch, a big part of their business.
So do you think we'll start to see like maybe like funding Sony original anime on Crunchyroll and
surprise
Funimation,
me.
Maybe. I don't know. Like,
maybe because they have to compete with Netflix originals, right?
yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, Sony are already on like the production committee to a lot of anime,
Yeah.
including like big animes. Like I think isn't it like the Demon Slayer?
Yeah,
I think they funded Demon Slayer because that's
no idea.
Aniplex, right?
Yeah.
I might be talking out my ass here.
Which company does Sony own? Is it Aniplex?
Aniplex,
Yeah, Sony owns Aniplex.
Oh, Aniplex is a lot of.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Aniplex was with Demon Slayer. Yeah, They're usually with like the majority of the big shonen.
I mean, then it only makes sense that they'd want to get a big grip on the Western market. I mean, if you're funding this shit, you already have a lot of say over it. Right?
I mean, I think right now, I don't know what their plans are, but I think the amount of money they threw at it just shows how much potential they see for the anime market, right?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, it's a gold rush right now. I think really, like I think all the companies are fighting to get control over the Western market because they realize like this shit's big.
It's like an IP race, right? Just to
Right,
see
yeah.
how many IPs they can grab, essentially.
While it's still young and it still hasn't fully settled, right, which is now, like why wouldn't you just fucking throw money at the shit and try and get get all the IPs, get all the foundations.
I mean,
set up.
do you see like anime becoming as big as say like gaming or like other things in a few years?
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe not like hentai, but
yeah, maybe not.
Hey man. You just wait. You just wait, boy. You just wait.
You just wait. You just wait till I drop my original hentai, and then we'll see how big it gets.
Yeah, but listen, right? There's everyone watches porn, right?
Yeah.
But there isn't no like Avengers of porn. No one's discussing like. There's no podcasts about porn. I don't think actually maybe there is. There's no big discussions about porn and like, oh my god, who's Johnny Sin's gonna fuck next?
Johnny Sins is the Captain America of porn.
Like, there's not gonna be that. God, get your hopes down now, all right?
I mean,
I don't know, man. Isn't like Pornhub one of what like in like the top 20 most?
Well, they just
viewed
gutted their
sites?
library.
They just destroyed like
time?
60% of their library though.